Hey, good morning, y'all. Down here at cabin 3 this morning, already making things happen. You can see a little bit behind me. Let me swing you around and bring you up to speed. So yesterday, I got a call from my sawyer, and he let me know he had some boards cut up for me. So I'm putting the front porch on cabin 3 right now. Here's some more of it here. Now he ran out of pine, so I got poplar here. That's going to go on the front porch. Poplar, not the best thing for an outside area. It does rot a little quicker, but I mean, you might be talking 5 years instead of 10 years, something along those lines. But these front porch boards, they're easy to replace, and you know, I will most likely end up sealing it with something, just to kind of make it clean, you know, kind of clean it up and make it easy. You know, people are going to come on here and, you know, scuff it up and everything. I'm not going to make it look like a mansion like it is, but, you know, that's just kind of how it is. So it's not, I'm not worried about it. Let's just leave it at that. All right. So we're going to be working on this today. I've got a lot of, I don't know if we can see that. Let me try and zoom in. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so that pile right there in the middle there, that's a bunch of 1x12s. And that is actually the inside sheathing. So we are ready to start sheathing these cabins up a little bit. Okay, that's just up there. It's stickered. It's just kind of drying. I'm not anticipating needing that for at least a week. Decision's going to be made today on what going forward, what I'm going to do about my long missing pieces that go across here. All right, I'm going to make a call this morning, and then a decision will be made. So once that decision's made, things should start to move relatively quickly. The sooner I get them here, the sooner I will finish out that frame on cabin 1, and then the rafters will go on just after that, and then the roof sheathing will go on as well. So that step, once cabin 1 is sheathed, the roof is sheathed up, I'm going to move over here to cabin 3 and do the same exact thing. I don't have the rafters cut for these yet, so I do have some work that's got to be done, but getting these cabins covered before the holidays get here is really kind of my priority. So, you know, that's my goal. That's what I got to kind of work towards. So I always say, you know, I'm not really in any rush or anything. It's end of October now, so I've got a good 3 to 4 weeks before this happens, before the holidays get here and stuff and everybody's traveling. So I don't think it's going to be a problem so long as kind of everything goes smooth. So I'm not anticipating any issues. I also have you can see it back there in all its glory, the electricity, a service meter. Should get a call from them today to find out when they're going to be able to come out here. With that, I still have some work to do as well. I've got to drive my grounding rods in. I've got to get some conduit so it's going to be underground service. So the box that they're going to install, hopefully, is going to be right near that, my electrical box. So one of the things that I have to provide as the homeowner here, or the person looking for service, is a piece of conduit coming up. I have to have it set up a certain way. It's got to be, you know, so many inches below ground. I'm not quite sure what the size is. When they come out and do their little survey, I'm going to, you know, clarify what size conduit. Is it a 3-inch? Is it a 2-inch? So we'll see what they say. They might just say, just use something that's not something between 2 and 5 inches or something like that. So, so we'll get that going. Like I said, the grounding rods I've got to drive in, and I've got to get the box wired up, at least with the grounding wire. And then then yeah, then that'll be good to go. Then we'll just wait for them to come out and dig the trench and bury the cable and fire me up. So yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at short term here. I realize I'm giving you, more than 5 minutes worth of work here, but that's what we're doing. So end of today, easily, I mean, I'll have this porch done. I'll probably restack some stuff. We do have several days of rain coming in this weekend, so I want to get wood off of the deck, just some other little nit-noy things that have got to be straightened up before it rains for an extended period of time. So all right guys, let me get to work. We'll catch you on the other side. So I made the decision to take a trip and come out here to a different mill and grab some 4x4. So I just want to give you guys kind of an overview of what this place is like. So the mill itself is actually down this hill here and to the right, but this is just their lot where they have all their lumber sitting out on racks and stickered and airing out and everything like that. Hey, what's impressive are some of these. I mean, they look like 12x12s. I can't imagine how much those things weigh right there. You definitely, a person's not coming out to pick those up, but it'd be nice just to grab a chunk like that and saw it yourself. So that's a massive one. This is where my pile came from, and that's where we're at right now. So of course they stick beyond my tailgate here by a good 6 feet, so it's always a fun trip. Anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a little kind of overview on how these things kind of look out here. Pretty good size operation. All right guys, we'll see you back at the house. Well, just about end of the day here. I just got back and had to deal with something else here I'll tell you about in just a second here, but there's my 16-foot 4x4. So we are going vertical, more vertical tomorrow, and this is that other pile of 1x12s that I showed you. I zoomed into, showed you a little bit before. So that's that. Let me head down the hill and show you what we got going on. Well, just like that, you managed to get a meter on your property, and the power company now has no problem coming out here. So these little white flags you see here are the path, or I should say is the path that's going to be taken, getting power down to my box. So he's talking roughly around 3 weeks or so to get power run. There's obviously a few things that have to happen. I've got to get my meter box inspected. They have to make sure that, I'm not out here going to kill myself or nothing like that. But so he also told me that from the bottom of the box, let me walk over here just so. From the bottom of the box, according to the diagrams that I had, I needed a conduit that goes from the bottom of the box into the ground, and that was one of the things that I had to provide. Well, he's saying, no, don't worry about it, we'll take care of it. Okay, great. Also, another thing that came up was the underground transformer. My idea was that they were going to put the transformer back here and run the power along the roadway behind it here. He said, this is such a short run, we won't need to put a transformer in, we can take it right off your pole. So that really unclutters this area as far as just other stuff hanging about. So the only thing you'll see down here now is going to be this meter with a bunch of conduit lines running down into the ground. So that was a plus all the way around. So now that I'm back, well, I left myself a mess before because it was a lunchtime phone call to the sawmill. I wasn't able to get a hold of the folks that were going to cut them locally here. In fact, when I called, I don't know why it makes me so mad if you're running a business or if you do business with people that your mailbox is full and you can't leave a message. It's just something wrong with that. Drives me crazy. So I wasn't able to leave a message, so I threw my hands up and said, forget it. I'm taking a drive. I called the folks. This mill is actually in Asheville area. It's about an hour and a half away. So, yeah. So they had what I needed. Went and picked it up, and here I am. Just wasted the afternoon running on the road, but it will pay off, I think, in the long run. And, you know, we'll go from there. But let me show you what I got done this morning. Again, really excited to see some of the progress going on, and this looks great if you ask me. So this is the front porch of cabin 3. I managed to get this down today. Like I said before, this is poplar. I got a front cut down here. Everything lined up just perfect with the side of the cabin and whatnot, and it really looks fantastic. It's a lot lighter than the yellow pine I have on the other one, but I think it looks great. Rebecca was down here earlier, and she said that looks great. So this is probably the route we're going to go for some of this other wood. Our the stuff you saw up there, I showed you those 1x12s. That is all poplar as well. So the interior of the cabin, this is basically the sheathing you're going to see from the inside of the cabin is those 1x12s. They're poplar, and it just looks great. So, well, that's about it for me today. It's Thursday, I think. I got you know, lots going on now. There's really nothing stopping me from really making some good progress now. So we'll see here over the next couple days what I can get done. I think Friday night into Saturday, Sunday is going to be rainy, so probably going to be hindered a little bit. But we're going to set ourselves up for success and you know, make some things happen. So anyway, thanks for hanging out, guys. I've got a mess to clean up down here, get all my tools away, and get some dinner. All right, we'll see you.